How you doing? Duff here. I'm out at Ave Maria today, and my truck is very, very full. Right here is my passenger seat. And here is the bed of the truck. And you're probably saying, like, Duff, why you got so much shit with you? Well, supposed to be meeting up here with a very special guest who should be here shortly. Stay tuned. Oh my God, in person. How you doing, man?
No skilled zombie riders.
Well, that's me. Oh, you came fully geared. Nice, man.
You have to do it. Here, we'll do the foot.
Foot's good. Hi, I'm Sean.
Hello, Marissa.
Marissa, nice to meet you.
People always ask, so do you ever not gear up completely? I'm like, no.
That's good. Smart, man.
Because if I ever have like the inclination to be like, you know what, I just want to go speed and do something crazy. I want to be like, oh, I can't.
I have all kinds of stuff with me. Have you ever been to Ave Maria? And then they got that big casino in the middle of the town.
Sure, I'll do it real quick. Throw it in the bed. That's a trash can. People still ask me about it every single day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like this morning, somebody was asking me about like the firmware. Should I upgrade? I'm just like, no. And then someone's like, oh, can I go backwards? I'm like, you can, but I don't recommend it. And they were like,
Hey, look what I did, man. I filmed this leading up to it. I made a 6-foot stick. So we know.
Nice.
So we can socially distance properly.
Exactly.
It sounded better in my head.
Distancing themselves from healthy people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm seeing more people wearing masks around here now, finally.
I know, it's like finally.
I guess New York City, there's tons of people wearing masks, but...
It's funny because there's a girl that I got in with this like famous Disney World vlogger who like I'm just a big fan of his show and like. Yeah,
I mean people treat you like a leper. I mean it's kind of scary because I've heard a lot of that around in the news and stuff. Oh, Mickey's here, by the way. I didn't officially say that, but yeah, Mickey's here. Mickey from EVX. Many of you know him. Many of you love him.
If you're in LA, you hate me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you didn't coin the zombie rider title, right?
That's VT.
Yeah, I mean you just made it popular. That's all.
Did I?
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. When did he say that? He said that on Facebook somewhere.
He said it in the chat rooms.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, I'll just embrace it.
Oh yeah. Well, I did. Yeah, I definitely have embraced it.
Normal human would.
I definitely have embraced it.
I spot to it, and I set the beeps to go off at 39 miles an hour.
Oh, that reminds me. Because I have. Hopefully the sun stays behind the clouds. It's hot as shit.
Video.
Oh really? I remember you talking about doing that.
But I was like, whatever. I got nothing else going on.
Yeah. Oh shit! Now, am I 31-157 or 3907? All right, so I'll just trust you. I'll listen.
Welcome to my town, Duff. Oh wait, I think I'm in your town.
Well, I don't know. If you want to come to Pennsylvania, we can come to my hometown. Whoa. You know, you're only the second YouTuber I've ever done a collaboration with.
Who was the first one?
Chuck does stuff. Chuck came down from like Virginia and helped me install a leveling kit on my Tacoma.
Okay.
Yeah, like 2 years ago. It's an epic video, man.
All right, so we're here in Ave Maria.
Ave Maria, Southwest Florida.
How the sites compare to New York City?
You'll see very few similarities. Very few. Just kind of giving Mickey the lay of the land here.
Where are we going?
Straight across. Might be able to see some gators in the ponds over here. Taking Mickey through the gator swamps here. Got a couple gators hanging out. No basketball allowed. Look, they even took the hoops down. This is the first time I saw that they actually pulled the rims down. Wow. This is true. Rims are off the backboards, and we have the yellow tape around the basketball nets. Wow, that's crazy. As in we can try to push speed on it.
Nice. Is it completely curved, or is it straightened out a little bit?
It's kind of a gentle curve the whole way.
Gotcha.
So do you have your darkness spot set up?
Yeah, I just have to turn it on.
Okay.
But I want you to try to connect to it.
Oh, with my wheel?
Yeah, see how fast you can go.
Oh, okay.
That way, we just keep you safe.
All right, so Mickey has me set up on darkness spot with the speed alarm. And we have a...
Don't go too far.
Okay.
Because it just like disconnected a second ago.
Okay. We have a pretty open road here that we're going to try to get some speed going.
Sorry, just make sure your music was going.
Okay.
Just make sure it was
Is that a 7? Yeah, that's what I have.
I bought it literally like hours before the 8 dropped. My friends were like, "You're dumb." I'm like, "Whatever. I didn't know it was coming."
Yeah, anyways.
All right.
You ready?
Let's do it. Let's see if we can get up there. Follow your lead.
All right.
I'm gonna give another push right here.
I felt like we had a headwind that direction.
Yeah, let's turn around.
Yeah. 34.5.
What's that?
34.5.
Yeah, see, I could tell we were like, I call it second gear. Once you push beyond 35, it's like third gear.
All right. Well, that is already the fastest I've ever gone.
You're just like a nice push away.
All right. Yeah, great. All right, I'm not a zombie rider anymore, right? Okay, good.
I don't know how close that audio.
All right. I couldn't hear anything.
Well, let's start again and, yep, you're still connected. All right, whenever you're ready.
Let's go. We're gonna blow past this golf cart. Heard that?
Did you change it to 39 or no?
No.
Push, push, push.
Same, 38.6.
Oh, same?
Yep.
I forgot we gotta change it. Because as soon as you hit that beep and you hear it, your brain goes, okay, we're good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not VT.
You're asking for some Ave Maria at that point.
Yeah.
It's like North by Northwest out here.
What's that?
It's like North by Northwest out here.
Yeah.
The Hitchcock film.
A little bit. 76% battery.
One last run, then we'll do normal stuff.
Yeah. think you got a new fan, right, Mickey? Let's get these feet right. All right. All right. Famous last words. Yeah, same. I'm good, man. I'm good.
We definitely had a headwind that time.
Yeah, we did.
That made it a little bit more difficult. All right, settling for 38.
I'm happy.
Hey, that's better than I challenged him to go.
38.6 officially.
38.6. It's a touch away from 40, but Duff's gonna hang his hat here.
You know, baby steps, man. Baby steps. All right, switch helmets. We're done with the highest of high speed runs.
What's that?
No, I'm talking to myself. Well, I'm talking to YouTube. Mickey's on the 16X. He used to own a 16X until he jumped to the Gotway world, but he still does love the 16X. It just didn't quite satisfy his speed requirements. So Mickey, if the 16X could go safely 35 miles an hour, would you stay with the 16X?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say a lot of guys in New York, excluding Voldemort, would say 35 is like the difference between being an obstacle in traffic and being ahead of the cars.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
that's kind of, speaking of which, we wanted to talk about the V11.
Yes.
That's one of the things that we were like, man, if it was just 35, they'd sell a lot more.
Right.
Especially to the hyper enthusiast types, because we're worried about just being able to cruise at that speed. I think.
So what did you think of the visuals? Because I liked them, and I saw a lot of people didn't.
I did. You know, just so it's fresh on my mind, when I did Jack's podcast. Anyone doesn't know, Jack is KingSong's newest like social outreach guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
He didn't like the visuals. He thought the front and the back felt disconnected from the center, the middle. I thought maybe the center felt like a saddle to me.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool looking wheel, all things considered. I mean, I need to ride it, but I would consider owning it if I could get some kind of deal on it from certain someone's.
Yeah.
I don't have to spend full price.
Yeah. I think I said in a comment in one of your posts that it gives me a Mad Max look. You know, it almost feels like a Mad Max wheel.
So Marty, which I'm sure we'll see get it and ride over Heat Hill and all that jazz, like he was concerned that the travel of the suspension would actually be bad for off-roading, even though Inmotion keeps saying that this is their like purpose was for a great off-road feel, and that's why they did the suspension.
Huh.
But he was concerned about the pedal height, the travel being so far that he's like, if anyone knows off-roading, it's that you need pedal clearance.
Well, I thought in the specs they included the pedal clearance, but I didn't really look that closely at this. Let's go this way to see how it compared to other wheels. You know.
I think it was like their stuff online is like compressed for Facebook, so it's hard to like
Yeah.
read
Yeah.
when you zoomed in.
Yep.
I need to go to like their website.
And you know, as far as the performance specs go, I mean, it's okay for me because I'm not a high-speed rider normally.
Right.
But it does write off the whole sector of people that do want to go 35 miles an hour. They're gonna pretty much write off that wheel from the get-go because it doesn't go fast enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what concerned me, and I was saying before is it's priced at the level of an MSX and a Nikola.
With a smaller battery.
With a smaller battery.
Right.
And the range they're claiming is kind of interesting. Like it's a 1420 battery, and they're claiming 75 to 75 mile range. I'm like, I mean, I don't understand. I'm not an engineer. Maybe it's not one for one, but all the stuff we've seen, you need at least 1800.
Right. That's correct. Yeah, and I don't think, did they say anywhere if it's an 84 or 100 volt wheel?
It's 84.
Oh, it is 84. Okay.
I have contacts at Inmotion that I poke and prod to ask for information all the time.
Oh, okay.
To give me.
All right.
And they give me little bits, but I never reveal it to the public until after it's revealed to the public. But that was the one thing that they wouldn't. I knew everything basically about that wheel except for the voltage. And I think that's probably why maybe they kept it so low, right? Like.
Oh, so you had seen the pictures of it and everything before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not allowed to say that, but
no, it's fine.
I didn't show.
You didn't tell anybody. I won't show anybody. No, that's cool.
I think that a lot of these companies are curious to expand into the, they don't know how, I don't think, but expand into the influencer sort of market.
Right.
All they know is like, oh, we've seen this company just throw a wheel at a guy for a week. And I don't know that that's as useful as they think.
Right.
Especially if you do the truth as I can, but as a handicap. If it's my wheel, I'm kind of okay wrecking it.
Right.
To an extent.
And I don't know, like, I don't know that Marty cares. I think he assumes that he's allowed to wreck a wheel.
Yeah.
Let's go this way.
I'm a little bit more cautious.
Yeah. And Chooch is pretty hard on the wheels too when he's testing them.
Yeah. I think his is like.
Yeah, really the biggest turnoff I saw with the V11 was just the price. It just seemed like too much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23 or whatever it was.
Yep.
$2,300 in the mid-crisis era we're in. Seems like a lot for a wheel that can't.
I'm gonna swing over. There's a car behind us.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think what other wheels cost that much outside of a Monster.
You know, well, it doesn't help that over the years that MSX got cheaper.
Right. Right.
I think the wheel sells it for like 22.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's insane.
Yeah.
A wheel that you just did 38 miles an hour on is cheaper than theirs. Like
Yep.
I said, I get it. They spent a lot of money crafting, it looks like their own tire, a custom motor, and this is, you know, integrating a suspension system.
Yep.
Some people are thinking the reason why it's a smaller battery is because of the suspension. You're losing space.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
mine.
maybe, but all I'll say is AliExpress dealers seem to find a way to cram extra battery into every Gotway wheel.
Yeah, it's true.
Doesn't mean it's safe though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to really all come down to how that suspension is received.
Yeah.
You know, if people like it or hate it. If they like it, they might be willing to pay a premium for it.
Well, everyone's waiting for me, Marty, you, Chooch.
Yep.
Put out our thoughts on it. And I kind of like that all of us are in different places and different terrain.
Yeah.
Because it can give people a different perspective. Marty's being sort of like the most unique terrain.
Yeah, I'll say.
I think your terrain is like probably closer to most people who buy, even people who are in LA near Marty or SoCal.
Right.
You probably are riding around in the neighborhood like this. These cars, they won't let us go.
Well, see, no-skill zombie riders wear rear view mirrors. Very helpful.
I have a thing on my wrist usually.
Oh, yeah, I have one of those too.
Is this a golf course?
I believe, yeah, there's several of them here.
Please decelerate.
There you go.
I've always thought it says, please desaturate. That's how it sounds to me.
Yeah, it does kind of.
If we can get a guy to say it correctly, I don't know why.
Mickey pushing the limits of the 16X. Now I am.
We were just talking about tilt back and how it felt on the 16X just now. It was kind of soft, but a lot of people have recently been asking me about, like, they're afraid of the tilt back, which is kind of a funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're afraid of hitting it. It's like, it's physics, guys. So the rate at which you smash into it, it'll smash you back. So if you are hesitant, you're fine. You're gonna gradually go into that thing, and as it's going to gradually just tilt you a little bit. So it's not going to be.
But if you're rocketing against the wall, it's going to rocket you back.
Exactly. And also, if it's something you're concerned about, like, you can just set your tilt back speed to 10 miles an hour and feel what it feels like.
Yeah.
I told the guy that, and he's like, "Oh, I never thought of that."
Yeah.
Trust me, there are worse things to be concerned about on an EUC.
Well, I remember when I had my Ninebot 1, I literally fell several times because of the tilt back.
Yeah, that's what Jack was telling me on the podcast was
Yeah, car.
some older Ninebots, 1 and E Plus, things like that. There was no room for, like, there's no pocket like a KingSong.
Right.
So he's like, you would basically just, like, at 22 miles an hour, you'd be good. At 23, it would crank you back. And he's like, and it was like rubber back then. So he's like, so imagine you're in the rain. You're riding.
Yeah, I slipped right. I slipped right off.
The back.
I slipped right off. It was during rain, actually.
Oh my gosh, that sounds awful.
Yeah. This guy just wants to see us, I think.
Yeah, he does.
All right, Mickey's on the M10.3. He's a well-established M10.3 hater, and I brought mine along just to see if we could convert him. I'm not feeling. It's tiny pedals. The newer versions have bigger pedals. Those are tiny pedals. You have to kind of just hop on. You can't really brace your leg on it because it's too short, and it feels very awkward at first normally. But it has.
Like the pedal clearance.
It's not bad, but it has insane torque because it's so small.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I'd be afraid to, crank on the brake and then beat it.
And like reversing for braking or for doing reversals, it's so easy to pendulum on that thing because it's just, there's no slack whatsoever.
There's some guys that say they like this to have, like, go around the neighborhood and get a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with a V8F over this any day.
Well, yeah. When I rode that guy that came down to my house that had the 14D, that was really nice.
The 14S was my first.
I like that a lot. It felt great.
It treated me right. When I rode this years ago, the 3-inch tire, whatever this is,
2.5, I think, yeah.
it felt too wide.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like whatever.
Right.
I can't say I would ever fall in love with this, but it's not awful.
It's definitely a good change of pace. I mean, you can literally turn in a foot circle.
Do the beeps work?
I've never gone fast enough to make it beep. I mean, it's rated to 25.
It does have a lot of torque.
It has a lot of torque. Well, that's impressive because, yeah, it's way too low for me to even think about doing that.
The shell is like about to scrape if I do it.
But it's so small, you can just turn it with your feet. You don't have to even really lean. There you go. Just zip your feet around and it turns.
The hardest thing to do backwards is stop. It's the most weird thing, right?
Yeah, sometimes I have a harder time reversing that way.
I can reverse, but then when you go to stop, it's the bizarrest, like, utter different mechanics than you'd ever expect thing. So strange. I'll never be the guy who's like, yeah, you gotta have this.
Well, zombie riders love these things.
Well, there's a guy, I don't know if you know him, he's in the chat room, Lady Rider is his name.
Mm-mm.
He's got one in Queens and he loves it.
Well, didn't you say VT has one?
No.
Oh, I thought you said VT had an M10.3.
And he is like cut out on it. That's how
Oh, he's going that fast?
excited he was.
Oh my God.
He's like, I just wanted to, he did 30 miles an hour.
On his M10.3?
Cut out.
What? Yeah, I would never go that fast in that thing. This tire's too damn small. Mickey desperately wants to make it beep. I assume it beeps. You can do a lift test and see if it beeps.
Pocket rocket, right?
Yep. Yeah, it does beep.
That was very fast to the beep. Wow. Yeah, not for Mickey. How often do you ride it?
Oh, maybe once a month.
So what's your like go-betweens? Like excluding this weird thing.
Probably the MSX and the 2 KingSong wheels. But the one, I mean the Onewheel, I love the Onewheel. It just isn't. It's a totally different experience, really. Yeah, this might feel a little more stable to you.
I saw a video of that. Whoever that super famous Onewheel YouTuber is in Chicago.
Sly Dog Stro.
Yeah, he was going like up a 1 degree incline hill with like some firewood or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he ate it because it just face planted out of nowhere. And I was like, guys, this is why I'll never.
It wasn't a steep angle?
No, like, not from the camera angle at least.
Huh.
It looked...
I've never had this cut out on me because I've never ridden it, to that degree. And the easiest way to dismount the thing is if you just come to a stop and hop off. That's the low-tech way to do it. The high-tech way to do it is there's 2 sensor pads here. Mm-hmm. So once it detects that only one is engaged and you're holding the wheel stationary, it will eventually turn off. But it's a pain in the ass.
I heard the creak.
Yeah, you'll hear the motor click off.
That's one of the things the guys in New York, there's a handful of New Yorkers that ride these. And we're like, dude, if you ever have to stop in traffic, it's the most weird.
Mm-hmm.
On an EUC, you can just like take your foot off or
right.
Donuts. On this thing, you have to like fall off.
Yeah, but it does shut right off. If you just have to, jump off like that, it'll just shut off.
Shut off,
so,
yeah.
So, it just doesn't look very cool.
And it scratches the side, I'd imagine.
Yeah, well, I have guards all over it because it's actually blue.
Let's see if I can capture it.
But you're familiar with the basics, how it works. You basically just bring it up to
the pint like a week ago.
Oh, okay.
Or 2 weeks ago.
Same deal. Although the Pine has simple stop, which is kind of nice, where you come to a stop and as soon as you reverse directions, it'll turn off, which makes it a lot easier for beginners to learn. Oh, so you ride Goofy Foot too, huh? Yeah, you're goofy.
Much better than the Pine, for sure.
It's definitely more stable.
So when you turn, how are you doing?
Turn your shoulders. Just turn your shoulders. It'll go the way your shoulders are turning.
Like I used to say, like, do you ride it like a snowboard or a surfboard?
I've never snowboarded and never surfboarded, so I couldn't tell you. But if you turn your shoulders, it will follow your shoulders. You can just apply. You're applying heel and toe side pressure to turn. Oh, you look fine. And you got a much bigger platform on this tire.
It's interesting just to imagine to ever feel comfortable on that.
Oh, it feels great, man. Once you get the hang of it, it feels awesome.
Kind of dipping is bizarre for me.
Yeah. Yep.
When you hit the brakes, that
Mm-hmm.
dip is a lot.
Yep.
I often imagine like designers. They're the guys who wrote the awful prototypes.
Yep.
How are they not beat up?
Yeah, a lot of them don't wear any gear. The one thing that's crazy is none of the Onewheels beep. Like that, there is no speed warning beep.
It's one of the things that I've said why I
Which is odd.
buy this.
Yeah, which it seems like it'd be an easy thing to add.
But literally, like the next firmware update, they could add it if they just.
Well, I don't think there's even a speaker in it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting if they didn't put it in the pint.
I know.
I feel like there's always like either my toe or my heel is like.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you experience?
You feel like it's lifting?
Like my toe is always like a centimeter off it when I'm turning.
No, I don't really feel that. You look solid, dude.
Now when you adjust your feet, are you afraid of it?
No, if you're going over 1 mile an hour, it won't cut out if you shift your feet.
No.
Yeah.
Some guys ride super close to the wheel, right?
Yeah. Well, some guys have what they call flight fins, like little things that go over the mud guard that you can lock your feet underneath, so you can jump it and do all kinds of. You're like locked into the board. I just really find the carving motion on this like really enjoyable. Just very flowing. That's just time. It just takes time. You can carve this really hard.
Outward there.
Mm-hmm. But aren't you still also cutting edges too? You're still going on your edges.
Yeah. Like the difference on the surfboard is you're doing the opposite. It's your front foot.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's why I was curious. It's kind of neither.
Yeah, it's like a mix. Yeah, good luck. It took me a long time to be able to do that, because you're changing your position on the board, so it's hard to stay balanced. Man, you did real good, man. And it has different riding modes. Like you're actually on the most aggressive mode right now.
Oh, okay.
It's called delirium. See, I almost fell off. Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to figure out if there's any kind of way to get people who aren't EUC riders over the hurdle of how crazy it looks. You know, like.
What do you mean, as far as learning?
Yeah, because that's why it's not blowing up.
Oh yeah, because the learning curve is way steep.
And it's steep enough to where like people won't even like entertain it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They can just imagine.
I don't really know the answer to that. Mine was just due to necessity. I wish I would have had this when I learned to ride backwards, because I beat the hell out of my super learning to ride backwards. See, this is what I mean about the turning you can do on a.
Did you ever buy the 16X seat?
No. I have the seat for the M Super here.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
Have you ever tried riding the MSX?
I don't know if I have.
I can barely even get down into the position.
You should see it. See like.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Marty can do it, but he has to start in the seated position. He can't transition. You know, like with the Monster, I can transition standing to sitting and vice versa.
I can transition on my Nikola without a seat. Standing to sit.
Really?
Yeah.
This is just too far down for me to get. You're gonna film while you do it? That'd be awesome. Yeah. We have the seat on the MSX. Mickey's gonna see if he can utilize it while I cover my face. Yeah, you don't look too uncomfortable. I'm not going to try to keep up with him. Now he actually transitions sitting to standing, and vice versa.
How really you have to try to turn on this because it's so rounded the tire.
Oh, okay. All right, I got a sliver of battery left. Mickey and I did all kinds of stuff all over the place. Lots of fun. Mickey, you had fun, it seemed?
Riding EUC is always fun.
Yeah, got to experience new things. Got to meet new zombie riders, got to set a new speed record. All kind, yeah, new 38.6 miles an hour.
That'll be my main focus of my video.
No, I'm sure.
Always.
It's always about the speed. Oh, wait.
Someone asked me, why is it always about speed? Why is it not?
I don't know.
Uh-oh, there's a whole slew of Floridians with no mask coming.
Yeah, I know. Oh, they're probably family. Okay, wait, here, now we're being socially distant. I have my 6-foot board here. This is better. All right, so that's all I have for you for now. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. What else do I normally say, Mickey? I forget. I don't know.
Well, I say keep riding.
Keep riding. All right, till next time, Duffman and Mickey, out.